So let's talk Zbcn because this thing has been performing extremely well, especially this past weekend when most of the altcoins was in the red, but Zbcn just continued to climb. So the question is, how high can this coin actually go? Should you buy now? Should you wait for a bigger pullback? Is this the calm before the storm, the next storm, I should say? We're going to discuss all of that in today's video. But remember, nothing here is financial advice. Always do your own research because I can always be wrong. Now, before I get into the video, for anyone that's looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000. So that's free money. It requires no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that trades using leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link will be in my description down below, right? Now, let's get into the video here. So first off, I want to talk about some news that I came across. So anytime a coin is pumping, there's always going to be articles on it. And that's what we're seeing right now with Zbcn network. So check this out, right? So there's a couple news, couple people posted. There was this one right here from a couple days ago, Zbcn network jumping after Circle Alliance program, Zbcn 30% pump in the last 24 hours. And then there's this one right here, Bybit showcases crypto payment solutions at Web3 Summit, Rio 2025 with Bybit Pay launch in Brazil. And then if you click on the article here, it shows a daily top performer, which is Zbcn. And obviously it shows this right here, certified member of the Circle Alliance program. So that's Zbcn network and Circle. Okay, and then if you read through this just a little bit, it says today's top performer is Zbcn, which surged 19.5% after Zbcn network joins the Circle Alliance, aiming to make USDC the default stablecoin for real-world payments. Zbcn, founded in 2021, is a Solana-based DeFi protocol enabling real-time payroll and payments with products like Zbcn cards, saves, and Web3 banking, all governed by ZBC token holders. Zbcn Network is now a certified member of the Circle Alliance program, with Circle Ventures being an early backer. USDC powers Zbcn's products, including Zbcn cards and payroll services. With Circle holding a significant amount of Zbcn, Zbcn aims to establish USDC as a default stablecoin for real-world payments. Mad cool, mad, like I absolutely love seeing this. And I believe that we're going to see more and more articles continue to come on this project right here, especially because it is extremely early, and people are just now becoming aware of Zbcn, and the more and more people become aware, the more and more this coin is going to continue to skyrocket. It is super early, man. Like, I am absolutely loving it. Now, if we check out the markets real quick here, okay, we see that most coins are red. You know, you got a couple here like Core and Form. Bonk is up 4% in the last 24 hours as well. So some coins are up, but most of these coins are red. And on the weekend, so, you know, yesterday and the day before that, depending on when you're watching this video, it was pretty much the same thing what we're seeing here. Most of the coins were red, but Zbcn network was just skyrocketing. So it was great seeing that that project just performing just incredible. Then you come over here on X, and we can see that people were just celebrating. Look at this, Zbcn wrecked through the sellers over the weekend. Fantastic. Zbcn coin just hit new all-time highs, even though I don't think that's true. I'm going to pull up the chart in just a second, but they say we are on the brink of 10x to 100x. Maybe. We'll definitely see how this thing performs. What else is there? Top biggest steepen projects on Solana by market cap. You see Zbcn here. Just a reminder that Zbcn is American. So yeah, this thing is gaining a lot more traction than before. And if we come over here, if you look to the right, I don't know if you guys, how clearly you guys can see it, but this person said, Zbcn, I wish I bought more last week. It cost me around $900 to buy a million tokens, and now it costs me almost $2,000 for the same amount of tokens. I definitely remember those types of feelings. We've all been there, regretting not buying enough after the coin has already skyrocketed. It's like, man, I just wish I put in a little bit more money into that coin, because I would have made a nice sizable pop. But it is what it is. At least you're invested into a project that I think is still going to perform very, very well. Like if we come over here to core market cap, we can see that we're actually down just under 3%. The volume is still up though. The volume is up almost 39% in the last 24 hours. The market cap right now is 140 million, which is fantastic. Hopefully we don't go below $100 million market cap ever again. But if it does, then who knows, people might be very, very lucky to get another shot at getting this thing at a cheaper price. Now, let's talk about the price action a little bit, because over the weekend it was looking absolutely fantastic, right? Well, right now I've got this indicator pulled up, lets you know when there's a good time to buy and sell crypto, when there's a bullish and bearish momentum. It's called Trader Assist. You can find it down below. Right now, we are still in this bullish momentum on this indicator. But if I get rid of this for a second here, we can see this nice pump that happened over the last little while. So since April 23rd, this thing has just been going up. So April 23rd, this thing was sitting at 00071, and it went as high as 0021. Right, so a pretty nice pump, pull back. Right now it's at 0018, but it actually recently just pulled back all the way to 0017. Now, even though it did make that nice run recently, we still didn't reach its all-time high, because its all-time high was all the way up here, so 0034, okay? And this was, when was this? This was April 23rd, 2024. So basically a year ago, just over a year ago, right? And not that long ago. So yesterday it went as high as 0021. So we haven't even broken all-time highs yet, but we're inching closer and closer towards there. Now, where the price is at right now, so it bottomed out. It retraced a little bit over the last few hours, and yeah, it looks like hopefully this is going to act up as a nice support area, 00168. So if you're looking to get into Zbcn and you don't have a position established, this is where I would start. And then after that, I would look towards 0014, and then we'll take it from there, right? But yeah, I think that this is going to perform very, very well. And especially since we still haven't broken through all-time highs, I think that this thing is just getting started. But the question is, how high can this coin actually go? Now, if you guys have been watching my Zbcn videos for, you know, the last few weeks or however long I have been talking about, I have talked about how I do think that it's going to enter at least minimum the $1 billion mark. And after that, I'm going to reassess the situation and see how things are actually going. But where the market cap right now is at 140 million, it can definitely 10x, definitely at minimum 10x from where the price is at right now. So I do think that we're getting started. And then you come and you take a look at the amount of exchanges that's on. People do have pretty easy access to this because it's on some pretty big exchanges like KuCoin, Crypto.com, Bitmart, BitGet, Mexi, OKX, right? But it's still not listed on Binance or Coinbase. So definitely some great big exchanges left to list this coin on. And once that happened, I do think that the project is just going to skyrocket. They continue to perform, they continue to do their thing, they continue to build, they continue to make new partnerships, and yeah, things are going in the right direction for this, and I can't wait to see where this thing goes. Matter of fact, if we come over to their Twitter account, we do see that something is happening on May 7th here. We can see that they posted this 2 hours ago. Big week ahead. Join us for our next Ecosystem Spaces Payroll of the Future. So yeah, that's going to happen on May 7th. And they said we'll be featuring PayBridge, one of our acquired U.S.-based payroll companies, to dive into how we're redefining payroll and payments in the U.S. and beyond. So definitely super exciting stuff. I am bullish on this project. Are you guys bullish on this project? What market cap did you actually get into on Zbcn? Let me know down below. And how high do you think this thing is going to go? Do you think it's going to give you a minimum of 10x, or do you think it's going to give you a minimum of 25x, maybe even more? Let me know in the comment section down below. I am very curious. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.